Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my safe space with Edna, and my name is Olufumi Edna. Thank you so much for always coming back to this channel. Thank you for finding it valuable. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for the likes and the shares. Here's me blowing you a kiss. Thank you so much. If you are new to our community, I want to tell you that we are going places. This is just the beginning. I want to thank you for joining us. I want to thank you for following us. I want to thank you for liking and for your intention to share in the future. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have been able to look through my past videos. If you haven't, please do that. And also click on the bell button so that you get notified when I post a new video. And I assure you, every video back to back could be worth your time. Very educating, inspiring, vulnerable, and all the likes, right? Okay, so what are we going to be talking about on today's episode? I really want to dive into it. I have something like a vlog that I do on my WhatsApp status. So if you are here from my WhatsApp status, you must have seen the prelude, right, leading to this YouTube video. But even if you are not on my WhatsApp vlog, that's okay. I'm still going to share all of that details here so that you're not left out. Okay, so you're really not missing out on anything. So what are we going to be talking about today? Pam pam pam. I don't know if you have been aware of or if you've been following the Diddy and Cassie trial, or the Diddy's trial and Cassie's testimony. Yeah, so not actually Cassie's trial. It's Diddy's trial and Cassie's testimony, and honestly, that's all of that trial and her testimony opened my eyes to a lot of things. And it's not as if this kind of things are not happening in our world or in today's world or even around us, but the fact that it almost feels like normal, and I actually need to open our eyes or talk. Yeah, this kind of discussions are what should be going on. So I really want to talk about these things, like dissect them to a proper level for clear understanding, especially for those who find it ambiguous, So while I was listening to Cassie's testimony of what she experienced while she was with Diddy, bear in mind that she had this experience for 10 whole years. And I'm like, I must commend her, really. She's tough-skinned. She has a strong will. Even though she might not have recognized it at that time, she really has a strong will, because having to bear that for 10 whole years is a lot of things. I mean, some people end up losing their lives in that kind of situation because they are totally broken. So for her to have come out of this after 10 years of being in that situation, because I won't call that a relationship, it's a trauma, for being in that trauma for 10 years and coming out and getting married and having children, oh my goodness, God bless her. Now, in her testimony during the trial, I'm talking about her very first testimony, she unraveled every bit of experience she had gone through. She talked about the freak-offs she had. If you don't know what freak-offs mean, that's having sexual relationship with different people, having sexual intercourse with different men. So she had, and these freak-offs are videoed, they're on camera, right? So she pays escorts. But before we even go into the freak-offs, let's start from how this all began. She was 19 and Diddy was in his 30s, late 30s when they met, right? And because she was trying to build her career in music, they started, she saw him as someone who could help, black, like black Americans, people that you see as role models, people that you see as manager. So there is this power trip here, right? You are in a powerful position, you are in a place of authority, right? And I feel that you can help me grow, you can help my career, you can build me to where I want to be. And so seeing him in that light, they became closer, and then a relationship started. Now imagine a relationship started 2 years later when she was 21. So imagine having to grow to love, care, and you know how men can be when they want something. They will tell you everything you want to hear, everything. They want something from you, and really, for we women, you can't blame us. So especially when you're saying the right things, we are thrown off guard. Like, you rarely see a woman who is not moved emotionally by what a man tells her. So whatever it is that has been fed to her from when she was 19 to 21, believe you me when I say that, is stuck in her head, so much so that she went into a relationship with this guy, and for 10 years in that relationship she experienced every form of battle, every form of abuse, emotionally, psychologically, physically. There is a video of her being dragged in the hotel, and when the prosecutor brought up what had transpired prior when she was being dragged in the video. Now he's not on trial for abusing her, he's not on trial for what happened in that video. He's on trial for several other things like trafficking, drugging, and every other thing. So not for abusing Cassidy on that video. But if you had come across that video, she was being dragged. She ran to the elevator and he beat her up and dragged her by the hair, like dragging her. And here is where I want to come in. So apart from having to go through all of that kind of abuse, then the freak offs happened where she was the one paying escorts by the direction of Diddy, paying escorts, paying people to come sleep with her, arranging their flights, all right, to come sleep with her. And this guy is there watching, making a video. These are all the testimonies, and they are there, making a video of it. If he's not there physically, he's watching on he's doing a video call and watching what transpires. And there was a part where she mentioned that the men urinated in her mouth. And even when they spray semen or sperm all over her, he'll take her to a private room and tell her to smear the semen or the sperm all over his body. It gets worse. As in every part of her testimony, every part of her experience, every part of what she shared, you would think you've heard the last of it, and then she says something else and it becomes even worse of experience than what she previously said. How? So this is what I want to address, which most people end up saying, why did she leave? Some will even go as far as saying, if she's not enjoying it, then why did she leave? Why did she leave? Why did she remain there? Every person who might have heard that story, every person who has an idea of what transpired, every person who is listening to that story now, every person who is watching this YouTube now is literally asking themselves the same question. Why did she remain? And even remain for 10 years? What exactly made her stay that long in that abuse, in that relationship? Why did she stay? There are different reasons, and that is what this video is about. In most relationships, in most marriages, in most probably courtship or whatever, some people are experiencing the Diddy Cassidy issue in their lives, in their marriages, in their homes, in their relationship, in their courtship. Some are experiencing it. So why are you not leaving? Rather than ask her, why didn't she leave? Why are you not leaving? The situation is so similar. It's so similar. Now let's retract back. She was 19 when they met, and she started a relationship 2 years later when she was supposedly, even though the legal age is 18, but she was supposedly an adult at 21, so she could make her own decisions of who to date, what to date, how to date, and whatnot. At that early age, grooming has already taken place. At that early age, she met someone who is many years older than her, who is much more powerful than her, or than any person she has ever met in her life. So this is why I mentioned power trip in the first instance. Someone who is in the position of authority way much more than hers. It was easy to have groomed her, to have manipulated her, to have reconstructed her thinking, her thought process, her everything to what he wants, to how he wants it. This is what I want you to wear. This is how I want it to wear. Let me give you an example. So peradventure she wears a boo-boo. This is just a simple scenario, okay? She wears a boo-boo and they were about going out, or even they were not going out, probably she's just going for a premiere or something, and she wears a boo-boo, and he looks at it and says, oh no, you can't wear that. I like you wearing a short skirt with a cleavage because it turns me on. And that is not what she wants. That's not her person. She doesn't want that. She doesn't want to show off. She doesn't want to expose herself, so to speak. She just feels that was the boo-boo wearing was what she wanted, how she wanted it. But then here is somebody that she loves. Here is somebody she's in a relationship with, and this was how he wants her to dress, and then she dresses that way. And it doesn't just end there. It wasn't just one day affair. He doesn't allow her to take charge of what she wants to wear. He controls her thought process. Oh, wear this. Oh, dress like this. Oh, do this. Oh, do that. So doing things that are technically against your will, but then you feel that they are really not against your will, because this person you are supposedly doing it for is somebody you're in love with, so that makes it okay. And gradually she begins to find herself doing things that she would normally not do. So when they asked the men, the escorts she slept with, do you guys think that she did it out of her she was not in a proper frame of mind? Of course she was in a proper frame of mind, but psychologically she has been conditioned and controlled that this is how things are supposed to be. If you want to keep me, if you truly love me, if you say that you love me, if you want to show me that you love me, then you do this for me. And that's how this continues. So in marriages that you find these things happening and women are not living, there are different kinds of reasons. Some, it could be financially. Or if I leave, how do I start my life? What do? I have kids, 2, 3, 4. How do I cope with them? When these men come into your life, they take charge and they do it gradually. This kind of men, I'm not saying not all men are this way. No, there are amazing men out there. There are God-fearing men that know how to take care of women, men that value the sacrifices that women go through, men that are, everything you dream of in a man. There are men like that. But they are not plenty. They are not plenty. So if you're fortunate to be married or in a relationship with one, hold him tight, because the average guy that are around right now they are something else totally entirely. So these men really, when they come into your life, they begin to cut things away from you, cut you away from family, cut you away from work, cut you away from finances, everything that would grant you independence. So everything that things that you could run to for help, they cut it away from your life, and they make you reliant on them. They make you dependent. They make you dependent on them, so much so that when it's time to leave, or when you find out that this is not what you really want, this is not where you should be, and you think of leaving, then you think twice. Because really, where are you running to? Where are you living to? So there are so many stories out there about all this kind of situations where women are being battered, women are abused emotionally, are abused psychologically, are abused physically, and they are not able to leave. Because really, in Bolofelo, where do they want to go to? Where do they start from? The average woman has a plan B of, how to maneuver their life, but plan B at C at D, everything has been cut off. They don't even have plan A at all. They have no plan. And so these things begin to happen, and they are lost, they are confused, they are there. Apart from the fact that they have been psychologically groomed, and there are some people who are not even, they've not experienced this a kind of good kind of love, okay? Genuine love, maybe at home, maybe parents has showered them with so much love, or has smothered them with so much love. Some have not experienced that, all right? And they see someone who says, I love you 10 times a day, or even more than that. And they feel that, oh, this person genuinely loves me. I can do anything this person wants me to do for them. Love has not been given to them freely. And so they are taking the love with the knife and everything that comes with it. It's so sad, because when these things happen, no matter what you tell these people, no matter what you tell these women, they are not ready to leave. Their thought process is, who will I find to love me this way? Who is going to love me? Who is going to love me the way I am? Let me give you examples of things they say. They say things like, who wants you? You that you are dirty. You that you don't know how to take care of yourself. There are pretty women out there. Can you compare yourself to them? Who wants you? Which man will ever want you? Which man will want you with children? Which man will want you looking the way you are? Which man will do this? Which man will do that? They'll make it look as if they are doing you a favor by being married to you. Like nobody else will want to be with you other than them. And then you feel grateful. You feel appreciated. So sad. You feel that, oh, he's trying his best. He just cannot control himself. And then you begin to make excuses for bad behavior. Women like that happen. It's psychological conditioning. You have had to adjust to that kind of trauma. You have had to adjust to that kind of relationship. You have made excuses, made room, conditioned yourself, told yourself this is the best you can ever get. This is the best life can ever give you. You can't find anything better than this. He's doing you a favor. He's the prize. And that brings me to the story of today. And that's why I said this is a bit lengthy, because after hearing a bit of that trial, I got thrown off. I got thrown off because things like this kind of stories happen every day. And not just in 10 years. Some have been enduring this for 10, 15, 20 years. And so when you see women leave their homes or divorce happening after 20 years, I'll be like, why did you wait that long? It's conditioning. And you hear when they say, oh, I suddenly just woke up and told myself I can't be doing this again. But why wait that long? Because of all the factors that I'm about to talk about. The factors of, oh, the children are there. Who do I leave them with? How do I live with? How do I go start up on myself? The fear of starting afresh. And so for some people, the fear of what will people say. And for some people, oh, I'm a missus, people will not respect me again. People will just, believe I'm a single mother. The stigma of being a single mother is so much rigorous that some people will just remain in a battered relationship. When these things begin to happen and you find women making excuses for their abusers, we call them rationalization. You put up defense on behalf of the harm and the hurt they are doing to you. Or we equally call them trauma bond. It's a Stockholm syndrome where you feel that, you sympathize with the person abusing you. Oh, he's not just like that. Probably I've triggered him. Probably I did something wrong. He's naturally not like that, because usually he's so sweet. He's so kind. Maybe when they are done abusing you or whatever, they come back and apologize, or they buy you gifts, and then you feel like, oh, he loves me. He actually does love me. He just doesn't know how to control his anger. He just doesn't know how to express himself. That's the best way he's able to, by beating you, by abusing you. Ha! And that brings me to the story. That's why I said this is a pretty long one today. This is the story of Balatito, right? I had met Balatito and that's a pseudonym, okay? Because this is a safe space. While I talk about your story, I still have to keep your name, all right? Yeah. So, I met Balatito many years ago, and I never knew that I was going to be of valuable impact in her life. So when you actually meet people in your life, don't take it for granted, because you don't know who God will use to support you in your time of actual need. I never knew that Balatito was experiencing any form of violence in her marriage. I never knew, because when you see this couple, oh my goodness, the husband looks so good. He's tall, good looking, looks well mannered. You would never imagine, and that's how they look. Yeah. They don't write it on the forehead. Say, I'm bad. They don't write it. So you would never imagine the horror Balatito has to go through in her marriage. Balatito has 2 daughters, and then she's in this kind of abusive relationship that she has made several excuses for. She doesn't see anything wrong. Yes, the beating was wrong. The fact that he beat her was wrong. But in every aspect of her life, she felt she deserved it. Yeah, because in every area of her life, she has been so conditioned to feeling that, low self-esteem. This is the best she can ever be. She can't be better than this. About 5 years ago, or I can't remember now, her take home as a corporate staff was about 45,000 naira, Nigerian currency. In today's time, that's less than $45. Okay, that was what she was earning. How can someone be earning that much, or that little? Not much. How can somebody be earning that little and you feel like there is something good out of you, or that you deserve something better? So she has been conditioned so much so that she feels that's how she is, that's how she's made, this is the best she can ever be. There is nothing, no value as to her, because you get home, you're scared of the person you consider to be your husband. Everything he says is yes and amen. If you mess up, you are beaten, as in he's not just slapping to reset factory setting, which is a red flag. He's beating the hell out of her, a huge red community, beating her so much so she's bleeding, hitting her face everywhere, bleeding, mouth, nose. Someone you have 2 daughters for beating you, you run off to the neighbor's house. Bola Tito experienced every form of violence. So it's not just psychological violence, it is emotional violence, physical violence, domestic violence. All the violence that can be violent was everything that Bola Tito experienced. And then came a particular day. I was just having clarity sessions. So I was just advertising and marketing. If you want to have clarity sessions with me, come talk to me. I organized my table and I just posted it. That clarity session was for many people and how inclusive. And so she just rang me up. Oh, Coach Edna, I want to talk to you. I want to have, how much is one of your clarity sessions? I want to have a clarity session with you. And because in my clarity session, it has to be a video because I'm not sitting with you in person. It's virtual. So I need to see you. I need to see the expression on your face. I need to understand that everything that we are talking about, we are both understanding and having clarity on it. So, I just told her the cost, come on and let's have a chat. It was supposed to be, she paid for 1 hour, so it was just supposed to be 1 hour long clarity session. But it ended up, I think we had to spend 3 hours, and I didn't even care about the money anymore. Because at this point, what mattered to me most of all was getting her into safety. And so the first thing I saw when we started the clarity session was Bola Tito's face was battered. Her face was so swollen. Her mouth, nose, eyes. What happened? And then, she started her story and shared her experience. And I asked her, so what are you still waiting for? There are two questions that I ask. Do you want to leave or you want to stay? And when she couldn't answer that question, I asked her, would you advise, you have 2 daughters, right? Would you advise that your daughters experience what you're experiencing? And then I became much more brutal because there are some people you need to go hard on. While there are some people you go soft on, there are some people you need to go hard on. So I went real hard on her. I went with my knives, really. I went real hard on her and I was like, do you know you are wicked? You're a wicked mother. Because you are damaging those girls. You are conditioning them to believe that this is how a normal relationship is, which is wrong. By the time we finished with that clarity session, she was ready to up and leave. And even though at start it felt quite hazy, because here you are telling somebody to leave. Are you going to support her financially? Because really, how does she cope? But she left. Even with all of that haziness, all of that ambiguity, all of that scare of how does she do it. She left. She mapped out a plan from having no plan at all. She mapped out a plan and she left. So even family members who felt that she should remain in that relationship, they had no choice but to conform because she was ready to leave. Because there are actually some family members like that who feel that, stay, stay there. There's no better one outside. What's the guarantee that the next person you meet is not like that? Even though there is no guarantee, we have guarantee in God that there is a better thing for us waiting. The end of a thing, the better off is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. So there is no excuse that such kind of excuses or such kind of conditioning should not even come into play at all. And so she up and left. She packed her stuff, packed her kids, and left while the guy was not around. Changed their schools, everything, even though she had nothing. She took that decision not just for herself, but for the sake of her kids. So imagine the years she had been conditioned and groomed into thinking that this was okay before she came into the realization that this is actually not okay. And then when she left, at some point, things didn't just go smooth though. Things were rough. So rough that she even left her job. That job that wasn't paying her that enough to cater for herself. She left it and began business. She went into business, selling food stuff, selling cereals, selling different kind of things. And she's in a town where marketing is not so, business might not really boom so well like that. And one day, God just dropped it into my heart, to send her some money. So I just sent her a message. Oh babe, how are you? How are you doing? What's happening with you? Send me your account number. I feel led in the spirit to send you some funds. And so I sent her the money. And guess what? She sent me a message with multiple tears emoji. That the exact amount that I sent to her was the amount she was asking as a loan from a friend because she wanted to boost her business, which was already going down. And she just wanted, the friend had already told her that same morning of that day, that she couldn't help her. And that few hours after was when I sent her a message requesting that I wanted to, support her financially, and I sent her that money. And she prayed. So when people decide to make such decisions and they feel that, they can't get help, where can they get help from? We can understand, because this help has to be a continuous kind of help. You can't just, it can't just be a one-time help. Leave. So how do they cope? If you don't have the funds to support them, then are you providing them resources of how they need to maneuver their lives? Much more so, Bola Tito was so strong. She began to take courses to benefit herself. She began a lot of self-development. She got a job that started paying her more than 3 times what she was earning before. That is somebody who had been conditioned to believe that she cannot get anything better than what she was doing currently. She got a better job. She got a better position. She got better pay. And for the first time in her life, she was able to make an investment of 1 million naira. That's about $8,000 in our time. Of today. She was able to invest 1 million naira. And when she sent me that update, I was like, wow, see God. Imagine if she had not up and left. And now to the latest update. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. The latest update, she not just transfers, she not just has 1 million investment, she transfers millions between her accounts. She's able to comfortably pay her kids' school fees. She's able to rent a befitting apartment for herself. And this is not just the latest updates. Let me tell you future updates. Because I'm prophesying into her life right now. She's going to build not just one house, she'll build houses. She'll build houses. She will have investments in foreign currency. That's what's going to happen to Bola Tito. But the first step is to do it afraid. She was able to take that step with courage. Now her kids, her daughters know that this is what their mom was experiencing was not a proper relationship. Even though the older daughter had told her, Mommy, save yourself. Leave this. Now they have a better understanding that this is not what a good relationship should be. This is not what relationship should be about. So to you, woman watching me, or peradventure, probably you are in this experience or you know someone in this experience, what is your plan? What do you intend to do? Are you trauma bonding? Are you rationalizing? Are you feeling or thinking that this is okay, this is proper, you deserve this? My darling, you deserve something better. You deserve a better life. You deserve a better experience. I know it's not easy. Honestly, believe you me, I know it's not easy because it's taken years for you to have been conditioned to this position. But you can do it. You can get up. You can live. There is a better version of you that you have not even begun to unravel yet. There is a you that the world is waiting to experience. There is a you that your story is about to encourage and inspire other women, just like Bola Tito's story is encouraging you today. Take that decision. Look for someone confidential you can share your thoughts with. Let God lead you to that person. Someone that you can talk to, somebody that will not judge you or bash you, somebody that can share their empathy with you, somebody that can help you all through the process, somebody that you know that, oh, I can always fall back on this person, tell this person what I'm feeling, tell this person how I'm feeling, and I know I'm going to get the needed support I need. What's your plan? What do you plan to do? Do you want to remain there? Are you suffering from Stockholm Syndrome? It's time to break free. It's time to break free. Don't stay for many years in that relationship. Even though I know that you have been conditioned, you have been groomed, you are thinking that there is nothing better for you, there is something better. I'm telling you that right now. Yeah, most often, there is something better for you out there. Something better. Do not put your reliance that, oh, will I find a better man? No, that better man will come, but be a better you first. Heal from all that trauma. Heal, grow, become successful, and then you begin to attract real men who are going to take super good care of you. That you wonder, oh, is this how life is actually? Because there are actually some people like that who have gone through all of this downcasted mode, who has been ridiculed, put down, self-esteem all low and brought to their lowest, thinking that this is the least they can be. Those women are super successful right now. Some are married, most are married actually, to the best men they can never think or imagine that they will ever meet in their lives. They are married and they have children. That can happen to you too. It can happen to you. So please make that decision today and make that decision for yourself. If you have children, make it for yourself and your children. Alright? Till I come your way again, my name is Olufumi Edna, and this is my safe space with Edna. Do not forget to follow my YouTube channel, and please like, share, and comment. Click on the bell button so that you're notified when I put up a new video. Till I come your way again, stay safe, stay cool, stay good, break free from every Stockholm Syndrome, from every trauma bonding, from every rationalization. Please break free. And just know that there are tons of people out there who are willing to support your journey, who are willing to help you, who are willing to hold your hands and help you through all of those phases of trials and tribulations that you might face when you make such hard decisions. Okay? Till I come your way again. Bye for now.